Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a Python tutorial. And for this one is just the basics. So, and I'm using PyCharm the Community Edition. You can use Professional Edition. You can do the exact same things as I can, just you can do more. Did that make sense? and So to create a new Python file here, you right click your file, and then you go to new, and then you go down to Python file. I'm gonna name this Hello World. And I'm sure you all know what a Hello World program is. It's literally just this. It's the most basic program you can do in any coding software thingy. So we're going to type in print, then we're going to do two parentheses, or you can just do one parenthesis in PyCharm, we'll just put in both. Then you do shift, then the double quote things, and then you go hello world. Oh, why did I do that? And now if we run this, oh, oops, wrong one. Now if we run this, it'll say hello world, because that's what we told it to print. And you can use the same file. I'm just gonna create a different file for each one. Then we're gonna create another I'm gonna create another Python file, and I'm gonna name this one if else, because the next thing we're going to do is an if else statement. Now with an if else statement, it requires variables, and to set a variable in Python, you have to go you just type in the name of the variable, and this is what I'm just gonna set my variable name to username, and then you say equals, then we need a string, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna say user, and there you go, you set your first variable. Now how this works is it's saying username is user, is a string user. So now we can say user input, and we're setting another variable equals input. Now in Python, what input does is we're gonna say equals input username, and the space is there to make sure that to make it look more natural. Now we're going to say if user input if user input equals username. Did I do something wrong? No, I didn't do anything. Then we're gonna put that down. Wait, what? What is wrong here? Something's wrong here. I don't know what. Oh, I know what's wrong. I didn't put the other. There we go. And now we can say if user input does equal username, then we can say hello well, actually, print hello there. Else we're gonna say print wrong username. I don't know what is what PyCharm, what are you doing? Why aren't you working properly? But now if we run this program, it should work. So if I type in like, maybe I think my username is lol. It'll say wrong username. But if we actually type in user, it will say hello there. And now I'm going to show you a nested if else statement, which is basically what your this is exactly how when you set your username or password in a computer, I think it uses a nested if else statement. What just happened? Okay, I don't know why that happened. So now to create nested if else statements, we're gonna say username equals user, and then password equals password. I'm going to say user input equals input username. Okay, what is going on with PyCharm today? Then we're going to say if user input equals username, we're gonna say then now that they got the username correct, we're gonna say, because we're creating a nested if else statement, user input equals input password. What is going on with PyCharm? Then we're going to say again if user input equals password user input equals password, we're going to say print welcome. Else print wrong password. And then we're also going to say else for the username one. Print wrong username. And now if we run it, this, oh, username, there we go. Now if we run this, you've already seen what happens when I type in the wrong username, so I'm going to type in user. But if I think my password is that, then I'll say wrong password. But if I type in password, because that's actually like the username is going because I set username to user, and I said if user input equals username, you know. And if I do this, it says that user input is the same as password, so it's containing the program. So it printed welcome. And now I'm going to show you an if Elif else statement. So what this is I'm gonna say user. I'm gonna say user equals kind. Now if I say user input equals input, user input equals input username, and then I'm also let's add another variable. Let's call this user 2 equals best. So now we can do like if the same thing as before, if user input equals user then we can say print hello kind. Like let's say you have a different person in this system, then we can use Elif, and we can say Elif user inputs equals user 2. Wait, is this not user 2? Why is this not user 2? Oh, I forgot to put in the equal sign. If user 2, well, if user input equals user 2, then we can say print hello best, because that's what we set user 2 as. Then we can say else print wrong username. And you already know what happens if I put in kind, it'll say this, or if I don't put in it'll say wrong username. Except if I put in best, Elif will kick in and say, wait a minute, else go to the back of the line. I have something to say. Essentially, that's what it does. So if I say like, if I say my username is best, it'll say hello best. But then still, if I say my username is kind, what? Oops. I'm gonna run that again. If I say my username is kind, then I say hello kind. So yeah, it works exactly the same, except Elif is changing it. So like, this is a different if, and you can use Elif many times. Like, I can create another variable here called user 3, and this user's name is gonna be partner. And now I can say Elif user in. Now I can say Elif user input equals user 3. Print hello partner. And now if I run it, if I say my username is partner, it'll say hello partner. So you can use Elif as many times as you want, in one in the if Elif stuff. So like I can do this 10 times with different things, and I could set like 100 users and have 99 Elifs, and they would all work. So you could just do this forever. I mean, I'm sure there'd be at some point where your memory would fill up, but that's gonna end this episode for today, everybody.